Will you stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, McDowell. Today is Monday, April 25th, 2016, and there are 32 days left of school. Here are your morning announcements. During fourth block today, Mrs. Quiggle's Honors English class will present their Julius Caesar Museum in the MIHS library. Students have created museum exhibits that explore the character versus the person. All students, teachers, and administrators are welcome to visit the museum, view the student exhibits, and ask the students what they have learned. All are encouraged to stop in and see what the class has created. For lunch today, we will be having pancakes with chicken sausage and hash browns. Elections for next year's student council officers will be held on Monday, May 6th during lunch. Current sophomores and juniors are eligible to vote. Bring your school ID or some other form of photo ID and look for the Vote Here sign. The Junior Legion baseball roster is posted outside of the MIHS gymnasium. Attention all 10th grade girls who will be participating in a varsity school sport next year and are interested in joining the girls athletic club. There will be a mandatory meeting on Tuesday, April 26th and the 28th in room 113, Mr. Isbicki room at the high school. Attention all members of the speech and debate team. Team elections will be held Tuesday the 26th at practice. You should attend if at all possible. Also, anyone interested in learning more about the award winning speech and debate team, there will be an informational meeting on Wednesday at 2:30 in room 2208. All orchestra members are reminded that there will be a rehearsal on Tuesday, April 26th to prepare for the All Mill Creek Orchestra concert. Rehearsal will be 2:30 to 4 in Mr. Anderson's room. Now for our health tip. Eat your antioxidants. While a healthy diet does wonders for your entire body, fruits and veggies that contain antioxidants like vitamin B and E are particularly great for skin. Antioxidants help protect skin against free radicals in the environment, which are damaging to skin cells. They work to prevent free radicals from breaking down the skin's elastin and collagen, resulting in more youthful, healthier skin. Now for the high school announcements. Attention all 11th grade girls who will be participating in a varsity school sport next year and are interested in joining the girls athletic club. There will be a mandatory meeting on the 26th and the 28th in room 113. And now over to Kieran with the weather.
Thanks, Katie. Today's weather is going to be a high of 69 with a low of 45 and mostly cloudy throughout the day. However, tomorrow's weather is going to be a little bit lower with a high of 49 and a low of 39 with some showers. Then finally on Wednesday, it's going to be a high of 61 with a low of 49 and then partly cloudy. And now over to Dr. Stoops with the principal's desk.
Good morning. From the principal's desk this morning, I'm joined by two student council representatives. To my left is Caitlin Trainer, if you'd like to say hello, and Piper Schuler. Thank you for joining me as well. And basically what we're looking to do this morning is to field a couple questions or to give a brief talk about the importance of school safety and school security and why we practice what we do on a regular basis. So I know that the students have generated some questions. So Caitlin, I think you are going to ask the first question, or Piper, you can alternate. Whatever you're most comfortable with asking as far as school safety and what kind of things we do. So what were your questions? First with you, Piper, then.
Why do we practice security and what measures are taken to make the school safe?
Well, we practice security on a regular basis because it's our number one priority to ensure that when students and staff come into the building that they feel safe, and that we take a lot of different measures to make sure that that safety does happen. So some of the things that we do that we all know that we do because we've participated in them, or we do the hard lockdown drills, we do fire drills, we do a weather drill will be coming towards the end of May. So these are all things that the more we practice, the more we become used to those kind of scenarios and being able to anticipate what to do during those kind of situations. It's something that we take very seriously, and all of the drills and the practices that we do are based on security consultant recommendations as well as recommendations from local law enforcement and even at the state and national level. So all these things are important for that reason, to ensure that the safety, everybody knows that when they come into McDowell Intermediate High School that they're going to be safe. Any other questions?
If we are in the hallway, bathroom, at lunch, or traveling during a lockdown, where do we go?
Okay, and this is a great question because as we all know, a couple months ago, we had that unfortunate incident in the kitchen where, the smoke alarm went off and the fire alarm was activated. And that did happen during third block, which made it very difficult. To my right, you're going to see that there are there's a map here that you can see where students are supposed to go when that happens. Basically, it means if you're in the humanities section during lunch, that you would leave the cafeteria by means of the pool entrance. It's important to note, too, that if you're in the other two sections, if you're in the art section or if you are in the math science common, that you would leave during the gym door areas. It's important to keep that in mind because one area that you do not want to use is the front door. That area has been reserved for emergency personnel to access the building as quickly as they can. So during lunch this week, we will be conducting just brief debriefings about where to go to, that if you're in the case of a walkway situation, that if you're in the lunch or during classes, and we do require a drill to be performed, that you know exactly what to do. And that's a great question because that question has arisen. If you're in the pool, for example, well, Ms. Trojak and Mr. Lombardo, Ms. Kuhneman can assist with students during that type of situation. But we are going to be talking during lunch this week about how something happens, then it's unexpected. Clearly it was unexpected when that panini grill caused the smoke alarm to go off. So those are the things that we can anticipate and that we can be well prepared for.
Right. Are we required to stay hunkered down if we can escape the building?
Okay, very good question. And during a hard lockdown drill, we do ask that the students remain in the classrooms. The doors will be locked, the windows would be shuttered, so that's our best way to ensure that you're safe. During the hard lockdown drills, we anticipate we go through a lot of different scenarios, and in all of those scenarios, the research suggests that if the doors are locked and the lights are off, that's the best case scenario. Otherwise, that would increase your degree of vulnerability to something, and we certainly don't want to do that. But that's a great question, but that's why we have the doors locked, lights off, and the students moved and sequestered into one area of the room. So that's another very good question. And again, with the tornado drill and some of the severe weather drills, that comes up. That's very timely because we tend to be more at risk for those kind of weather behaviors later this month and into May. So we will be talking about that more.
Right. And our final question is, how can we ensure our water is safe to drink?
Well, the water is provided and monitored by the Township Water Authority. So I think that we are okay there. We've had a few instances where some pipes have been loosened due to some construction efforts behind the building. That has resulted in some loose sediment that's been kind of shaken, but I can assure all the students and the staff that the water is safe to drink. Another excellent question. Okay, are those the only questions you have?
Yes.
Okay, great. Why, anytime, students, if you have questions about security or about the status of the drinking water, I would encourage you to funnel those questions directly to Mr. Emanuel or to any of the student council reps, and we will take the time during the principal's desk segment to address those concerns in a timely manner. Those are all the things we have from the principal's desk this morning. Now back to Katie.
Those are all your announcements for today. I'm Katie Conrad, and this is Trojan News Network signing off.